Welcome back to more OtakusandGeeks.com Summer Anime 2021 coverage. Justin here, and today we are going to be reviewing how a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom. This is episode 1, which is entitled First Begin with a Hero, and you can find this anime on Funimation. You should be watching. As always, I give you a brief synopsis, so here we go. University student Souma is suddenly summoned as a hero to the kingdom of Elfrieden, which is facing a number of crises, both foreign and domestic. Soyuma confirms with the king and the prime minister, after which the king makes a stunning announcement. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I was already going to write this anime off because it starts off with the basic same by the book fantasy anime cliche. So take a drink if you're old enough. If you're old enough, take a shot if one, your anime protagonist, parents or grandparents are dead. This happens in this episode. Two, your main protagonist gets transported into the world where only he or she is able to save that fantasy world. This also happens. Three, take it if this character is either a junior high school, or a college student. Yes. So you have 3 shots already. You will probably be drunk depending on your alcohol tolerance level. But with that said, I have to give how a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom credit. They did not go the route I thought they were going to go. This setup was the exact same fantasy anime cliche, but I'm happy to report that it was actually a little bit differently approached, and it was kind of refreshing, believe it or not. And I actually had a good time watching it. What we have here is that Soyuma is transported from his university into the kingdom of Elfrieden, and I love the little fourth wall. Or it seems like the story knew that there's so many fantasy animes that start off like this. So even the character himself was like, let me guess, you transported me here because I'm the only one that can like defeat the monsters or something like that. And the king was like, no, we actually have a different purpose for you. I was like, okay, this is different. And they actually needed help with finances to pay off the empire. So they basically transported him so he could work the books. So I was like, wait, what? I was like, whoa, this is completely different. I was like, an anime, fantasy anime, where right now he's not fighting the monsters or anything like that, but instead they teleported him so he can go to the empire. It kind of sacrificed himself to the empire so they can like get financial aid. And I was just like, oh wow, this is different. So you have Soyum out here trying to figure out how to basically rework their books, and it was actually pretty fun because you get to learn a little bit more about the world. And of course there's dragons, there's different type of races in this kingdom, in this world of Landia, which is the country of Landia. And so you get to learn a little bit more about the history, what's the disputes and everything else like that. But for the most part, it was just the anime felt more like a strategy tactic RPG watching it. Like there was no battles yet. It was just more of it took more of an intelligent approach to more of diplomatic approach, I should say, of how to deal with these issues. So Song Yuma is very knowledgeable, very smart, and then there's this great twist at the end where because he did so well, he becomes some type of king. So he takes over the throne. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen down the line. I'm actually really intrigued by this. Hopefully they don't go the same cliche where he's they start the cliche of him only be the one to slay a beast or a monster, and he's the chosen one and everything else. I like so far what they're going with, where they're going with this, and what they're doing with it. It's just like, hey, we need help with finances, and we need a financial aid so we can feed our people. Can you look at our books and stuff like that? So I thought that was pretty well done. But I'm very curious to see what happened to the other people that were summoned before. I think they said they were sacrificed to the empire. But overall, I did enjoy it. I thought the voice acting was great. I actually like the opening song as well. I'm going to get, and the animation is pretty good as well. And the characters, the female characters as well. There's no fan service in this one. There's a really nice, cool, unexpected banter with the princess, which will happen when you'll see the episode. I did like the banter there. I'm very curious to see how that relationship's gonna go. It might fall into the cliche of she has feelings but she can't admit it down the line, or she starts to develop the feelings for him because he is such a intelligent and sort of man. So we'll see what happens with that. But overall, how Realist rebuilt the kingdom, I was pleasantly surprised. I'm gonna give this one a 4 stars. It definitely for me so far did not fall into that fantasy anime cliche. It started off like that, but they went a totally new, fresh direction that I can get with it and see where and what this is anime is gonna be. So I would definitely say watch it now, and if you can't watch it now, definitely add this to your queue. This seems like to be a breath of fresh air in the fantasy anime department. So let's see what they go with this. Hopefully, this will be more diplomacy than action. So we'll see how this turns out. This is Justin from tacosandgeeks.com saying later days. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that notification bell. Follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/tacosandgeeksblog. You can follow us on Instagram at tacosandgeeks, and of course, Twitch TV/tacosgeeks. This is Justin saying later days. Catch you on the next one. Peace.